Hi friends, today we're going to do my less than 10-minute writing exercise that will improve your writing by expanding your vocabulary. I've selected 3 words for us to play around with. We're going to use each one of these words in a sentence so that we can better understand them by putting them into context. I will give you general definitions, but I've also included links below to Merriam-Webster's website where you can find the formal definitions and pronunciations. Today's 3 words are tranquil, grouse, and gibbous. Tranquil, grouse, and gibbous. We're going to use each one of these words and just kind of have fun with our writing. This is a very short exercise to kind of get your writing day started that you can have a little fun with and pick up some new words along the way. Starting with tranquil. And tranquil is an adjective, a word that describes, and it just means peaceful. All right. He visited the park in the morning while it was still tranquil and without the screaming children who came in the afternoon. Now, I can relate to this too. There are times when you can go to the park where it's nice and quiet, it's peaceful, it's tranquil before the rest of the crowd or children get there that are loud and playing, which is fun to hear them play, but there might be moments where you just need a little quiet time for yourself, just so you can think or whatever. Anyway, that's tranquil, peaceful. Let's move on to grouse. And grouse can either be a noun, a word that represents a person, place, or a thing, or it can be a verb, an action word. Okay, we're going to first use it as a noun. And grouse, by the way, means ground-dwelling bird, or it can mean to complain or grumble. All right, using it first as a noun, management cared little about the workers' grouses and frustrations. So you can imagine management of this company doesn't really care about the complaints or the grumbles of their employees or their frustrations. That's using grouse as a noun. And here you can see it, I used it as complaints or grumbles rather than the bird that it mentions in the definition. Let's use grouse as a verb. Okay. He groused when someone ate the last donut. I'm sure all of us can relate to that. Someone eating the last donut or piece of cake or whatever that we wanted or had our heart set on. So he complained, he grumbled about not getting the last donut. That's grouse. All right, let's move on to gibbous. And gibbous is an adjective, a word that describes, and it means more than half of a disc illuminated. Okay. A gibbous moon floated in a cloudless sea of night. Ooh. Okay, so you can imagine we've all seen various phases of the moon. In this case, the moon is more than half illuminated. So that's gibbous. That's the quality of that type of moon. It's not a full moon. It's not a sliver of a moon. It's more than half of the moon is illuminated. So more than half of a disc illuminated. That is gibbous. Anyway, 3 wonderful, interesting words: tranquil, grouse, and gibbous. Use them, in a sense, play around with them, make them part of you so they're accessible to you when you write. If you enjoyed this writing exercise, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and happy writing.